Hello and welcome to today's Techie Tea Party. Today is the final day of a sequence of 3 sessions looking at slides and our presentations. So today is the really exciting part of looking at the Explore tool or functionality that you can find across a lot of the different apps within Google. So for me, what is Explore? It allows us to really quickly access different content, different material, all within the one tab, the one space on our browser. So for me as a teacher, that is incredible. It means that our students can very quickly pull things together at ease. The other thing it's really useful for is that it gives you a lot of guidance around how you can make your presentation look a lot better, more professional, more slick, more impressive. That for me is just absolutely wonderful and a real delight. If you already know the Explore tool and how it works and you've used it a lot with your students, feel free to make better use of your time just now, whether that's creating content or accessing Ailey to ask some questions and get some more advice, or also to share your own expertise and your own knowledge, because hopefully this is what this is all about, and that's a really fantastic element of it. So if I'm within slides, where I find Explore is in this bottom right hand corner here. I click it and you'll see that something's working, it's doing something at the moment, and I've got the option to search your docs in the web above it. So this at the start is the option of improving my layout. So as I scroll down, you'll see this gives me different ideas of how this can be presented. If there's any in particular I like, wow, that looks really great, all I do is click on it and it changes that slide. This looks slightly different in every slide, so if I cross this off and I come to this one that maybe has a bit more content to it, a bit more random things, I click Explore again, and it'll say start adding things. Well, things have already been added, Explore, so let's move them about a bit, see if that helps change anything. I'll cross it off, I'll press Explore again. Let's see what happens if I search something. And then if I go back, it might have suddenly started working. It doesn't appear to want to work on that slide, which I'm not quite sure as to why that is the case. Let's quickly try it on another slide and see if it does want to work, or it might just be an issue I'm having at the moment. But most of the time, it would offer you different ideas about how you might want to lay out and present your slides. For some reason, it's not happening tonight. I'm going to power through, but trust me, hopefully when you try to do this, it'll do exactly what we're talking about here. So if I'm wanting to add content to this slide here, as you can see now, for some reason, it started to offer me ideas of how I want this one to work. So it does seem to work. It just wasn't working before. Let's go for that one, and he'll change it quite quickly. So I'm doing this about videos. So I search for video, and straight away it pulls up web, things to do with the web from videos. I can then click on that. It'll open up in a new tab. I've got the option of, if I scroll further down, of seeing all the results on Google. I can click that and it opens up. I can quickly take elements of that and copy and paste it. So maybe if I was asking a specific question of Google, I'd be able to get that answer very quickly. I can choose images and I can quickly pull across pictures that I want. So I click on it, choose insert, and then that will come into my PowerPoint. For some reason got it slightly differently, but then that pops up there and I can move it about and change what I want. The other thing it searches for straight through is your drive. So anything that's got the word video on it will be pulled through our drive. So you can imagine if I had a document that was called video, this would be a great time for it to come in. So I can then click on it, it'll open up in a new tab, and then I'm able to copy and paste the information or the content I need from it. Or I could always click on here, choose to share it, and get a link to it. So I could then add that link to my PowerPoint for people to easily access. If I click back, if he's done this correctly, you can see it's offering me ideas on how particularly I could lay this out with the new image added in. So something like that might be particularly nice. So that's how that looks like in presentation. This works really well for getting content, especially if you're searching for specific topics and you need to borrow things. Wikipedia pops up a lot, and get images that look really nice. It also works exactly the same on docs. So this was the doc that I worked on the other day, that will hopefully load up in a second. And again, Explore will be found down here in the bottom right hand corner. So if I click here, again, it offers me the option to search for things. So I had the fact about unicorns, so I'm going to click down here for the unicorn fact. I come here, I type unicorn. It offers me information from the web, images, Drive, comes up with a little bit of information about it. The other thing that if I hover over a result, you'll see the quotation marks pop up, and I can actually cite it as a footnote. So you could imagine if I may be creating an essay for higher history, I can actually then very quickly sort my references through using this. So I can click that, and what that'll do is you get the little one pops up here, scroll further down, and it tells you where you got that information from and where that was accessed. So that's really good if you're teaching students the importance of referencing, of showing where you got your information from. And like before, I can click on images, I can click on Drive and get content, even things like specific E's and O's. If I was using this for my planning, I can type in an E and O, it'll pop up with the web results. So I've got access to that quickly. If I click Drive and I had anything attributed to that, which on this account I don't, that would also come up as well. So you can imagine that if I've included that in worksheets I've created or previous plans that I've made, that's a nice, quick and easy way of getting those documents and pulling them up so that I can then easily copy and paste across or get the link or however else we need to. So that's been a very quick overview of Explore. Today's task is